Happy-go-Lowery's creations, but I just saw a light I have to turn off because it affects my life. So hang on. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. When I have my kitchen lights on, because they are smart lights, they affect my life because they flicker. So, yeah, not a good thing. So tonight you can see we're doing something a little different. I've wanted to do a fall wreath for a bit. So I decided tonight would be a good night to do this. The first thing I need to do though is find my glue gun. I have so much stuff that I tried to get things ready for this. So I wouldn't waste a lot of your all's time. And now we're going to see if we can get my laptop or tablet to come up here. So I hope everyone's having a great day. I mean, here in Wisconsin, it was actually a pretty nice day. We had to go for a ride out to Wausau today. So, it was nice that it wasn't overly sunny. It was a nice, partly cloudy day, so that the sun was not driving me crazy while I was driving. Because I don't know about you guys, but now, the older I get when I drive, if that sun is blinding me, even with good sunglasses on, it drives me crazy. So we're going to see if we can get this to pull up. And then we will go from there. So I know that a lot of people use those wire wreath forms. I'm old school. I love to do grapevine wreaths. And for me, I've always loved a grapevine, but I wanted to put a little spin on it this year. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Cindy, were you supposed to get in touch with me today about your picture? Let's see if we can get this to come up. Because my comments don't always show on my phone, so I want to make sure I have my backup going here. So, let's go. So tonight we're going to be able to do this. Let me just quick. Well, maybe if it'll do. Just want to do this here. Oh, good Lord, are you not going to let me do this? You know what, maybe we just won't edit it. Well, that's okay, Cindy, because I was worried that with us not getting back until later, that I might had missed it if she just came over. So I just wanted to make sure, because I wasn't sure. Because we were in Wausau a lot longer than what we were supposed to be. Because, of course, you know, doctors sometimes always don't run on time. And that is what happened today. So, yeah. We were... I don't remember how long we were there, but I know that I think it was close to 3 by the time we got home. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But at least it was a nice drive. So, I don't know if any of you have got out to look at the fall colors, but let me tell you, if you're in the Anago area, you better get out because... And since we were in Wausau last week, Thursday, to today, so many of the trees have lost their leaves. So many of their trees. I was surprised at how many had lost their leaves already. I'm going to put this down here so I have a little bit of room. So if I don't answer you right away. So this is what I have so far. Oops. But I want to take this up one notch. So what I wanted to do, I kind of placed these to see so that you guys weren't watching me just cut all the stems off and everything. But what I wanted to do was, I made some of these little bundles like this. And what I want to do is see what these would look like with the flowers like sitting on top of them. And I think I like that look. So I am going to, you could zip tie this on if you want, or you can hot glue it. Because I have some, where did I put them? Some zip ties out already. I'm going to see if I can get this zip tied on here. And then I can hot glue the floral down to it. So... that is what we are going to be doing tonight. And it just gives it a different look. Like a totally different look. I'm going to see if I can flip this so that you can see. So if you can see this one compared to this one here, do you see how it's got the floral or the... ribbon around it? So in the old days, we used to also wrap our vines in like ribbon and that. And I thought, oh, this would be a different way to do it. And you could still put like the leaves and stuff on here, but maybe you don't need as much now because you would have you would have some of the like greens that you could use in the backs and that, but not overpowering. As a crafter, I will show you a little bit of what I was working on the other day as well. So I am working on, and I need to do some more. But y'all saw, this is as far as I've got. I have not got any further on this. I still need to work on that. And before you know it, it's going to be Christmas. I need to get started on all of showing you guys all the Christmas stuff that we have. Because we have some really beautiful items that you can make for Christmas. I really want to do, I'm making the Grinch face. I really want to show you guys that on a t-shirt. And that's why I asked you guys to go to my website and see if there's something that really catches your eye that you would like to see me do. Now, I'm going to set this aside for just a second. Stay. And I want to show you, come on there. I'm going to take a bow maker. Now, some bow makers, they will go at like an angle and stuff. Mine don't. Mine just sets right in here. So this is, hey Kim, this is pretty easy, okay? So you just put them in because we don't want the space really far apart. You're just going to take your zip tie. I already cut all of these. I can tell you how big they are in just a second. These are almost 8 inches. Okay, so I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these, okay? I'm going to put the bigger one on the bottom, but you can see some of these don't want to, like, work. So, get on there. You pinch it, and then you're going to put it in here. This is going to help you hold it, because let me tell you, I have a harder time like trying to hold this and pinch it and do it all. So you just kind of like pinch it in, and then you're going to crisscross these. So when they're on here, they're going to crisscross, okay? Kim, did you get your package today? And then you're going to pinch another color. And what you're going to do is you're just going to stack these, okay? And I really didn't pay attention. I tried to kind of flip some of these around so not all of them would be the same pattern on the top. So then you're going to pinch this one again. Dang it. They said today by 9 o'clock it would be delivered. And then because I already have that zip tie on there, I can squish it. And then see, look at this. There's your messy bow without it being so messy. You should have seen me looking all over for these. I forgot where I put these part. And some of these flowers have lots and lots and lots of glitter. Holy crap all over. I walked outside last night to cool off. To ask my neighbor how she was doing. Because we were all like trying to get things ready for them to come today. Which of course I could have done nothing and I would have been okay. But they only checked our fire alarms. My fire alarm is at the top of my stairs. But I thought they were doing the fire alarm smoke detectors as well. They were not doing smoke detectors. So, sorry, my lips are super dry. So I went ahead and had to clean everything like I did. But I get totally paranoid about that. So you can see I just made up a few of these so that it would be a little bit easier for me to show you guys. And I left room down here to do a bow. Now the bow could either be at the top or the bottom. So yeah, that way putting it on there and pinching them as you go makes it so much simpler. So I'm going to start by doing the I don't know right now if I want all of them to have this or just part of them. So I'm going to take my another zippy tie. And I'm zip tying it to the grapevine wreath. So if I decide to tear this apart and put Christmas, if no one buys it, then I can easily do that. And let me tell you, I was having a hard time finding decent grapevine wreaths. When my sister and I went to Hobby-Lobby, that's when I ended up finding this one. I used to have someone who used to bring grapevine wreaths into my shop when I had my craft store. And just the plain grapevines would sell so fast, but I would buy a lot of hers and then I would do them up. She made a big 4-foot wreath, grapevine wreath, and I had someone ask me to put floral on it, and he had commissioned me to do a 4-foot grapevine wreath, and to do it, and that was like a lot of fun, y'all. So sometimes, like, it's always better if you're going to do like florals and stuff on here, to do them in, I know it sounds really weird, but odd numbers. Yeah, it took me a while, and the worst part is that he wanted to approve how the flowers were placed on there before I could glue them on, and that took forever. Then, holy man, that was like, So yeah, it was like, dude, just really trust me. But no, he wanted to see everything before they were secured down. And that took forever to do. But, and I'm not just saying it because I made it. I was like so happy with how that thing came out, and he got a really good deal on it because I gave him my pricing for a lot of the flowers, because a lot of them were quite expensive. But you know how you do word of mouth, hoping that it'll spread and everything? That's what I had did, so. This one, You know, I really hate it when I put a zip tie on the wrong way. So yeah, going to Wausau today, it was a great day. It was pretty. It just, Jason actually got some good news. So that was nice to hear. And it was just really nice. So then I'm just gluing the flowers to like the zip tie area. And I do put a lot on. And then because there's the ribbon, it actually helps to hold it a little bit better. So, and then we'll fill in these spots with some of the filler that we have. So I want to make sure that I'm doing some of these on the right area. How many of you use regular wreaths, or do you just do, what do you use for on your walls and doors? So we're going to do this one up on top. And then we'll go back through and put all the little extra pieces in. Some of these pieces, I want to kind of glue some of these. then, oh, did I not do enough? Did I really cut that short? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I did 5. Did I only do, oh, shoot, fire. I might have to cut a whole nother set. They were showing the pilot of Reba's new show, Happy Place, right now. I was watching Hoarders, and they were actually here in Anago. And so I was watching when they were cleaning the lady's house here in Anago. I know my house is not perfect, but I'm really glad that I don't have to have the hoarder people come in. Because every time I watch those shows, I get totally paranoid, and I will go through and get rid of more stuff. Because I'm like totally paranoid. I do not want my kids to have to deal with all of my collectibles and everything once I'm gone. And I worry about that. So we're going to take the big floral. And then I'll have to do one more for that one. Stay. And look at these. These are so, so pretty. So do you see how that little bit of ribbon adds to it? So evidently, unless I dropped one, I did not cut enough of these. So let me quickly cut a few of these. And I don't think I have all the same colors even left, so. Because I know I don't have any more of that green, but we'll make it work, so. That's what I do right here. And I'll look on that side and make sure that I didn't, like, you know, put it in the, like it didn't drop or something. So I take my biggest color and you pinch it. Talk about you. I think I have, between the kids and mine, I think I have 2 laptops in Jason's closet. And then I think, oh, shoot, I almost forgot this, to trim their dovetail on. I have, I think, 3 or 4 towers. I don't know if there's anything even in the towers anymore. But, so when you're dovetailing, you just fold it and then cut it at an angle. So yeah, I don't know what the holy heck. And I don't know how to make sure if stuff is off of them. And I know that once in a while they'll have free where you can get rid of them. But the last time I think people said that they waited like 3 hours in line to get rid of them. So put your zip tie back down. And then you're just going to take and crisscross them on here. Now, Chalk does now have a bow maker on our website. And then you just take the little zip tie and do it in, voila. And I will tell you, don't zip tie it too tight, because then you can't always get it to finagle and move the way you want. So just kind of be aware of that too. And then I'm going to cut this piece a little short. Tammy, you use a pine wreath at Christmas. Is it a real pine wreath or artificial? I love making Christmas wreaths as well. I just, and like I said, when I had my craft store, I made all the type of stuff. I love doing all of that stuff. That's why doing the resin makes me happy, and that chalk has so much wood stuff, because working on that kind of stuff just does. It makes me so happy. And then you just trim that little tail right off. And then we're going to go, oh, these kind of look good here. So we're going to throw a shot of glue on here. And this is the best part about a grapevine, is that even with the glue on there, you can take and you can heat it with the hairdryer, and it'll just come right off then. See, so now we just feather these out. So you've got a little bit of color all around it. And then you can take and add to it. So yeah, I'm going to challenge myself to make one of those wreath forms when they do it with this. You never opened your bow maker, Kim? Well, I guess it's time you try. I will challenge you for that. Kim and I are really good at challenging each other and holding each other accountable for trying things. And if we say we're going to do something, then we hold each other accountable. And that's really good, because sometimes you need someone to hold you accountable, but not in a mean way, you know. See, and I could easily put fairy lights on here. So I'm going to show you how this is so far. You see this? See, only 5. And we could put a bow right down here. And if you don't want to do a bow, then you just add some of this filler stuff in by it. So all of them should have one of these little glitter mess things. Yeah, so when I went outside last night, Jamie's like, you know, you got glitter on your face. I'm like, dang it. I was in my craft room, and I'm like, yep, that's all it takes, is I'm in my craft room and I can get that dang darn glitter all over me. And then I need to flip this. So you want to make sure that you put some stuff so it fills in the middle as well as the outside. And a lot of this comes from when I used to watch Carol Duvall do her craft shows. And she would show us, like, step by step how to do this and make it, make them. And let me tell you, that was my favorite show to watch. I wish I could find reruns of her. because I would watch it all the time. Seriously. And I know it sounds really weird, but I learned how you could take a brown paper bag, put Aleene's glue on it, and then you could burn it, and it would look like metal. And I always thought that was so cool. I always thought that was so cool looking. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what we could do? We could do? Hang on. I need to get everything off of here again. So I have, well, I think this might be too long, this shapeable banner. But we could see, maybe we could chalk this shapeable banner. So then what you do is you take a lot of your extras, your leaves and that, and you just place them. And they kind of just add as a nice little filler without being like too much. Kim's buying ribbon. Well, Kim, I know Dollar Tree has some halfway decent stuff to start with. I actually bought some of this ribbon from Amazon because I wanted some nice ribbon. Because sometimes the stuff from Dollar Tree is quite like on the flimsy side. And you don't want it to look cheap, you know. Get off there, you. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of like finagling before you go, oh, okay, I like it there. We did not get Papa Murphy's tonight. Jason has lab work. And we got to make sure his lab work comes out really good before we can get like pizza. And I was going to go get it. And then I got distracted. And then before I knew it, it was late. And I'm like, crap, because I could have got it for Sunday. Then I was so mad that I forgot to go and get it. It's like, dang it, Donna. So, yeah, now I'm not going to have pizza during the Packer game. So, I will just have to have hamburgers during the Packer game. Because I like to have that. But this Sunday, we're supposed to be a little cooler, too. So maybe it'll be a good Sunday to make something else. So we're going to put two of these together. And then sometimes you don't notice until you move it a different way that, oh no, I've got like an empty spot. So, that's kind of what I'm doing too, is kind of moving it around to see. And I had picked these and kind of laid them out before because I didn't want you guys to have to be like, oh good Lord, like her taking forever to figure something out. Because I know I sometimes can get going and then I have to remember, hey Donna, Not always. A little, sometimes less is best, and you know. So then, now see over here, I see in this spot here that I need a little something. So we're going to add some of these, and we're going to do them together. And I'm going to try really hard not to burn my fingers. So we're going to lift it up and see where we can glue it down. Put it in there. And then put that on there. So have any of you guys ever made a wreath? Or do you just normally buy them? I think I went a little leave here. And sometimes if you leave like some of the bigger pieces on there, when you're shoving them down in the grapevine, they'll catch on something. And then that provides a little bit more for you to have a way to anchor it down a little bit better. And a lot of these, you can turn the flowers on there. Sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, taking a little bit of time and working at them, because let me tell you, mine didn't always turn out great in the beginning, and my chalk stuff didn't always turn out great in the beginning either, but sometimes I just get bound and determined, and especially if somebody tells me no, I can't do it, then I'm like, yeah, watch me, because then I'm going to show you I can do it, because I'm very bullheaded that way. If you tell me I can't, I'm going to tell you I can. And I will. So I was thinking about adding these on here too. Maybe like in towards the middle here. Oh, I kind of like that one there. And then what if we added this here? So the first thing we need to do is tear off the price. And then like you can kind of finagle these and move them too. And sometimes you don't even have to glue them. Just shove them on in there and shove them in there hard. Be like you're angry at them. Shove them puppies right in there. And if you don't feel like they're holding tight, then just add a little bit of glue. A little dab will do you a lot of times. So, I need a little bit up here. So I think we're going to what's funny, my neighbor's dog is quite excited right now. I do not know what he's excited about, but whew, he's excited. See, this is why I love grapevine, because you can just kind of like shove it in and make it do. And with that other stuff, you gotta like, it's a little bit different to work with. So I don't like this leaf right here. So if you don't like something, just remove it. Cut it and remove it. There's nothing says that it has to stay there. And I like that they have all these weird little things. And this, I will tell you, this is the first time I've ever done a grapevine wreath with having the ribbon like this. I would have, in the past, I would have taken and wrapped the grapevine with the ribbon. But this, look at how this, it just adds a whole different touch, right? And up here, I need to fix it a little bit. And if we put a bow, we're going to put the bow down here. These are almost like too big. But that's okay. Because, you know, I got another little flower I can put up here. And we're going to just add some of this. Get in there. Get in your hole. Sometimes things don't want to pay attention. They just want to do their own damn thing. And you have to show it who's boss. And we're just going to cut a set of these one leaves out. And then we're going to just lift it up, and we're just going to fill the glue stick back up again. And just put it on there. I've been chit-chatting with my granddaughter, and she's been learning, she's teaching herself to crochet. And I think that is so cool. And then just right before I got on here, my daughter-in-law sent me a text, and I was like, uh-oh, like, because she doesn't text me that often. And it was my other granddaughter's Christmas list, because they could come up and visit, and I would prefer to do Christmas while they're up here in Wisconsin. So I want to make sure that I get my button gear and get Christmas presents purchased. And oh, I think we're going to see how this will look right here. Oh, too long. And I love it that she copies and tells me what, because I cannot read my granddaughter's handwriting. And she's like, but please don't get this because it is way too big and we have no room. And I'm like, oh, that's because her grandpa bought her something big last year. I'm just teasing. But, there we go. Just a little filler. Sometimes that's all you need. That little bit of filler. And I think this one might come out because I was thinking I might do, if I do a bow, I might do the bow there. But see, you can kind of like tuck these little leaves in and that. So did anyone go to my website to see if there's a transfer that you want to see me do? I'm just kind of curious if anyone did or not. The only thing I hate is the little strings that come with the from the glue gun. I just cannot stand those. This one is a little loose. Oh, he's just going to kind of hang there. I need to manipulate this one a little bit. I'm going to force it to go where I want it. Imagine that. Me forcing something. There we go. And then we'll get one of more of those little flowers. Oosh. I think tonight might be the last night Jason and I get to sleep with our windows open, because it is supposed to get a little chilly now. I don't know about you guys, what your temps have been, but like last night, it was so hot. I had such a hard time sleeping because it was so hot. I almost kind of like this. I don't know if I want a bow or not. But some places definitely need like a little bit of the greens added to it. Hold it without burning. And see, I got these little pumpkins I could put on there too. But I have to be really, it's really hard for me to be like, okay, Donna, enough is enough. So, I think I want just a little bit right here, because it's just like so much open compared to the rest. So, if we mix these greens in here, it just helps to add. Without really being too distracting. There we go. And see, I don't like this spot. And see, if some of them, like, you can really force it. And then look, see, it makes such a big difference. So, I have watched this one guy from down like in the Racine area do wreaths. And he sells some of his wreaths for like $200 and $300. But they're all on that form. So, see, I like to have a few little things hanging down. This one I think needs a little bit of extra glue because it's a little loose. Fix you. And then we will back in there. I think I want this one over here hanging down. I'm gonna try and hold this all back so I can just shoot a little bit of glue on that so it doesn't come too loose. And then y'all tell me if you see spots that need anything or if you think it's looking okay. Hey, Denise. yeah. I'm sorry, but I would not pay $200 for a wreath. I mean, I love crafting and stuff, but I could not see to do that. What does Denise say? Sure, just add a little bit of extra glitter to it. What did Denise say? The ones that you attend to, they're 25 to 40. So do you see many grapevine wreaths, Denise, when you are there? Now, Denise, what type do you make? Let's see, do we have one more of those little... So this is that big bush that I got when I went, and look how much of it I used. And that's what I like, is that you can buy and then you can use as little or as much as you want. You don't have to use it all, but sometimes it's just nice to have that little bit, you know. And I actually think we could be about done here. Y'all tell me, though, if you think I need to put a bow on it. Oh, I need to cut those zip ties so the zip ties don't show. There we go. Get you in there. And I don't like this piece, so it's coming off there. Yeah, I had a friend who used to live in Greenville. I don't know, like I lost track of so many of my vendors when I had my store. And she would actually make her own grapevines wreaths. And I was always like impressed by, because you know that's a lot of work. You got to go get the grapevine, then you got to wet it, then you got to, you know, do it. Okay, so what do y'all think? A bow hanging? Ah! Whew, those were not hooked in there very well. Let me just shoot a little bit more glue. And then y'all can tell me what y'all think. Throw these over here so I have half of this on one side. I almost think it doesn't need a bowl just because of all of these, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Oops, there's another zip tie I missed. There we go. Make sure you cut your zip ties right away. I didn't realize I missed so many. And then try and get all that hairy stuff off of there. So no bow, no bow, no bow. See, and you can turn it any which way that you really want. And I will tell you that I just wanted to make one. I have no place to put this. I have no place to put this. Unless I take, once Halloween is done, I take the Halloween door hanger I have and switch it out to this being fall. So I'll show you what I thought about. But then I realized I think I have the wrong one. Okay? Where did I put that? So if you guys don't know, let me set this right here. Stay. I got so much glitter. Woo! Glitter, 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 glitter. Look at all this. These are all the little pieces. I just gotta be careful that Mr. Kitty Cat don't get them. And I can always tell if he's in my office. Because if I get glitter on the floor, when he goes in by Jason, he will have glitter on him. And we know then he was in my office. He doesn't come in my office that often. Okay, so I want to get the glitter as much as I can off because I want to show you this. Wash my hand. A secret to working with that acrylic, make sure you have baby wipes, because when I went to move one, it wasn't all the way set, and I got a little bit of that resin on my hand, and if you use baby wipes, it'll come off. Oh, see, this is going to be way too big. So what I was thinking, this one is the big one. If this would have been the smaller one, I could have put it across, like, if it would have been smaller, I could have put it like across, like in here. And I could have chalked on it that said grateful or thankful or something like that. But this one is too big. I mean, I could always just take like ribbon and just throw it across there. You know, throw it in there. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to think about that. I need a swig. Hang on a sec. And the nice thing about grapevines, you can do two things to protect the back of your door. If you don't like all of this, you can take felt and you can cut it and put it around it so then it doesn't do, but when you decide which way that you want to have it, and again, you just put wire around the grapevine and then you'd be able to have it. So see, you could do like ribbon like this. I'm just going to see if it'll come in here and stay a little bit so I could show you. See, but to me, then this way, I don't want to sound like weird, but to me that looks like something you'd see at a funeral. But you could take a wood piece and you could put it across there. You could do acrylic or resin. I was trying to see if I had, I'm looking for what we call, what the heck is that called? It is, what is that called? It is our little wood pieces, but I can't think of what they're called for crying out loud that you put in there. Yep, and you can use ribbon too. I gotta make sure I don't have leaves on the floor because I don't want the cat chewing on them. Hang on a second. No, 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 no. They're like this stuff, or simple shapes. You could do something like that. Let's see if I have a simple shape that I'm not that I would have. Simple shape, simple shape. Oh, don't you all fall down here. I had a simple shape, but I don't know if I used them all. So let me show you. I'll just use like this to show you an example. So like simple like this. And then you could put it like in there. And you could put like thankful or that on there. So you could do that. Hang it from the top. Like that way, Kim? So, I mean, there's so many different ways that you can do them, but that's how you can incorporate chalk in it too. Just have it like across the top. But, you know, under the flowers and everything, great. See? And I know some of them do that. Some I've seen taken just going to use this as an example. They will take a little form like this from like the Dollar Tree and put it like totally fill it in. Like this. And then you could put welcome on here. You could put grateful, thankful. So, I don't know. I think I almost like this bigger piece in here. What do y'all think? Should I do grateful, welcome, get out, go away? But I would think this needs to be fall colors. Very light and creamy colors like this to start with. And then, see, and that would fit in there like that. So, I can do this part tomorrow because we've already been on an hour. So, I will paint this cream, and then you guys go tell me, look at the, on the website, do you want it to say the welcome, grateful, you know, like the Thanksgiving theme ones. And then, I would just put, if you're worried about your door, see, I'm not worried because mine's a steel door. You could put the felt on the back of it. But this on there too, it's got holes in here so you can zip tie that and then you wedge it in there. So, but I think this needs, this being white, it's too much. I think it needs to be like a not the vanilla. I think it needs to be a little bit darker than vanilla, but lighter than the caramel. What do y'all think? Now, do you guys want to see me put the paint together on it now, or do that? We'll do it tomorrow. It's up to you guys, because the only thing I am waiting for is for Jason to tell me if he's hungry or not. He has not been hungry for supper lately. So, I will paint this, and then we will get a, because see, I think this might, I don't know if this is going to match enough. So this, you can see, is a vanilla, and let's see what this would look like with that. So I almost think this might be it, and with just a smidgen of the dark around the edge. I think that might work. I think so. Now I should really go through and cut all the ones out of here that don't have flowers on them anymore, and just get rid of it. Kim, what are you saying no to? These I have to put back, because if Doctor gets some, he likes to chew on this stuff. I could do vanilla lettering, but I'm worried if I do dark that this might I'm looking at colors. What about Dear Diary? What about Dear Diary? Okay, so I'm just going to take and then you guys can tell me, and then I'll have it painted, so when we come on tomorrow, you guys aren't just waiting for me to paint a thing. Okay, hang on. Let me wiping my fat fingers. So weird to think that tomorrow's only Wednesday, because it feels like it should be Wednesday right now. Okay, so look at, you can hardly see that middle color. So this one is the camel. The middle one is vanilla. And the bottom here is Dear Diary. So that one is the caramel. I am curious what this would look like mixed. Oh, that is almost, I think, too dark. So there we go. So maybe I'll tone down the caramel just a little bit, and then we can do the vanilla lettering on it. So this is the last color that I just did. That is this color mixed with vanilla. Then you have your vanilla and your caramel. So there we go. Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that the caramel, okay, I'm going to put the caramel in that, and I'm going to put this Dear Diary, which I have no clue when I ever ordered Dear Diary. But I'm going to put it in my drawer so that I'm not tempted with it. And then I'll paint the background. And then tomorrow we can do the Grateful on here and see how we like that. So thank you guys for coming on here and helping me out. My hair feels like it's and then we'll just see y'all tomorrow. Caramel. No, Kim, it says camel. That's not caramel. It's camel. C-A-M-E-L. Camel. See? But I like caramel better. So y'all have a nice night. I will chitty chat with you all tomorrow. Thanks again for popping on. Please like, share this out with all your friends and family. And then I should see you sometime tomorrow. Guys, have a great night. I will chitty chat with y'all later. Bye now. I need to find my thing so I can stretch, because I can't reach to turn you guys off. So yeah. I will chitty chat with y'all later. Bye now.